Hey everybody, welcome back to Madden 17. Lions and Vikings this week. Lions, what are we? We're 6-2, I believe. Backing out of my game screen just to check the records. Yep, we're 6-2. Vikings 5-2. We are playing our last game before our bye week. So we won't have any franchise mode for the Lions this upcoming week. But I'll try to mix in a little bit more Madden than I have been, just so we can get something on the channel. I'm not taking a full week and a half, 2 week break from this game, because when I do that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to be terrible. So we're 6-2 coming in. Vikings 5-2, just like the real Vikings, I think. Oh, you know what? I wanted to check to see who their quarterback was. I don't know how accurate the rosters were when I started my franchise. This is what I want. I want depth chart. There we go. Next option. So I want to see who we got starting for the Vikings. It's probably Teddy Bridgewater. No. Oh, and I can't change it either. Oh, Sam Bradford's hurt. No wonder. Okay. So it's going to be Sean Hill starting. Kevin Hogan backing him up. And Blair Walsh is the third string. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Oh, this is going to be bad. For them. Oh, we get to feast on Sean Hill. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oops, not advanced settings. Make sure the uniforms are right. Plain, basic. Home? No. We don't want that. We want... What is... That's their Color Rush uniform? What the heck is that? There we go. Can we get the official home, please? And then make sure it didn't do anything funny with our uniforms. Right there. Look at those. Alright, well, at the game time we go. We'll take a look at the goals. Personal goals for me for the week. I want to have a turnover-free game for once. We haven't been doing very good at that. Of course, last week Stafford had just the one pick. And like I said last week, I mean, I'm going to throw interceptions. It's going to happen. But, yeah, that 5-interception game, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We were just throwing it up, just trying to make anything happen against the Washington Redskins. But see, my goal for Matthew Stafford, they want us to rush for 10 yards with Stafford. My goal for Matthew Stafford is just to not throw any picks this week. We've been a turnover machine on offense, not so much on defense.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra.
Oh, we got the head coaches up in the matchup. That's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that all year.
They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Yeah, this is our first visit to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The old Metrodome is gone. The College Stadium, TCF Bank Field Stadium, whatever it is, that is no longer the home of the Vikings. They've been playing there for the last couple years.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown
And it looks like we'll be kicking off to start this one. Matt Prater. I'm going to change that now in hopes of maybe getting this right. I swear I do this. I've been doing this 5 straight weeks, I think, where I haven't changed my kickoff specialist to be accurate. Let's get Sam Martin in there, please. They have the same rating. I just want to be authentic. It's not going to change it for this kick. And we're not going to burn a timeout to get him in there. But here we go.
As we're off in week 9.
Cordell Patterson takes it, but he will take a knee in the end zone. And here we go with Sean Hill. Oh, no. 542 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Been pretty clean. But we can definitely beat up on him. I've played as Sean Hill before.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson.
Oh, I forgot Adrian Peterson's not hurt in Madden. Shit. Well, we still got to deal with him. I was so pumped up. I was like, we're facing a depleted Vikings team. And I got Adrian Peterson in here. Adrian Peterson on the block. Big pass to Quandre Diggs.
He got 29 yards that time.
Or sorry, Stephon Diggs. Quandre Diggs is on my team. I thought I had a slim chance at that interception, but man, almost had the hit on him. Look at this. I thought I was tracking for it pretty well. But Diggs has the speed to get there before I could get there with Glover Quinn. Hit immediately.
So after that big gain, let's see what else.
Big pass play to the 38-yard line already for the Vikings. This looks like a run all the way. So we'll see if we can stop it with some extra guys. Nope. Adrian Peterson broke through the line, and I knew that was going to happen. It's what happens when I try to blitz on the run. He finds a hole, missed tackle there. I don't even know who that was. Number 29 there. But just like that, in the first minute, I believe, the Vikings are on the board, and Adrian Peterson's going to run all over us today. He already does. He does every time we play the Vikings. Extra point from Blair Walsh is good, and it's 7-0, a little bit over a minute into the game, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Terrible start on defense. This has the makings of a Washington game where they scored 70 points. Yikes.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh.
Well, here we go. Got to answer on offense now. Theo Riddick back to take the kick. I don't believe we have Amir Abdullah here today. Pretty sure he's still out.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback from the University of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
Another Texas quarterback. And there's something about these guys.
There's our guy.
And competing amongst themselves about who is going to be the one who puts up big numbers, lead their team to victories. And Matthew Stafford.
The Vikings struck quickly. No reason to rush ourselves here. Just put together a solid drive to start this game.
First carry for Justin Forsett.
Or Justin Forsett can break one big on the very first play. All the way down to the 25. Justin Forsett, 47 yards on the first play.
In practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical.
I saw Pettigrew blocking downfield. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got a chance to break this big. And then we just ran like side by side there for 5-10 yards. That was very strange. Wow, what a start for us. Forsett back in there on first down from the 25. And a much more reasonable 2 yards on first down this time. And here is our offense. Justin Forsett is in.
They are ready for him to fulfill his promise.
Starting this game, Amir Abdullah must still be out. I didn't take a look at the injury report, but I'll tell you who we do have back. It's Marvin Jones.
overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Over the middle, complete.
Thought that was going to be picked off. I really tried to put that ball in a one-spot location. Really tried to get that to Golden Tate right on the money, and did. I didn't think I got it, but first down to the 8-yard line. That's why I didn't cut up field immediately. I thought that ball was going to get picked off, and I was going to have to go back, play some defense on offense. Theo Riddick in the ball game. On first down and goal from the 8. Had a hole closed up, but we do get to the 4. Good run on first down for Riddick.
And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
When I see
Sharif Floyd,
I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Acquired Sharif Floyd in the Building the Browns series. He was my biggest defensive acquisition in episode 2 of Building the Browns. Up the middle for set. Maybe got a yard.
But that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something.
So there's our notable inactives.
And Charles,
as you can see, Abdullah out for a while still.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through.
Let's see what they play here. A lot of guys up front, called the exact right play. Pitch to the outside, and it got the block. Theo Riddick touchdown. How about that? Thought we were going to get blown up in the backfield, but Theo Riddick into the end zone, and we're an extra point away from a tie game, little under 5 minutes in. Boy, this is going to be all about offense. You can tell.
A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Raiders extra point good. And then now we're accurate, Sam Martin to kick it off. And again, Cordell Patterson beyond the Vikings logo in the end zone. And the Vikings will come back out on offense in a 7-7 tie. We got to find a way to stop Adrian Peterson. Had a couple big plays on that opening drive.
Go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go. 3-19.
They start the drive with Peterson.
Peterson stumbles forward for 7. Should have had him for a loss, but he stumbled for about 5 yards. Made contact with him pretty early.
Is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Game plan this week was cover 2, like it has been for the last couple weeks. Sean Hill to throw. Got his man. And there's Laquan Treadwell. Sean Hill 2 for 2.
The intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why.
And knocked down at the line. Somebody got a hand on that.
The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And now it's second down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance.
And of course, even when you don't have Adrian Peterson in the game, Jerick McKinnon can beat you too.
2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Oh, I had him. Ziggy Ansah just a step late. And I would have had him for a loss, but it's still 3rd down and 9, so a passing down here.
And now the Lions' defensive starters.
So we're going to force Sean Hill to throw the ball.
Everyone around him better when he's on the field.
And when he's on the field. It's been healthy for us in Madden this year, but not so much in real life, let me tell you. Last couple of years, man.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake.
And it is a throw, just like we thought it would be. Good protection. Devin Taylor and Cordell Patterson came back and got it.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
On a broken play, Cordell Patterson was running back to the line of scrimmage. And at this point, everyone's just running around because the routes, everyone's ran their routes, and they're still not open. Cordell Patterson ran backwards. And look at that, and the Vikings are already down to the 35 again.
And present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Sean Hill again. Drop. Pressure from Glover Quinn.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
You'd think they'd be pounding the rock with Adrian Peterson, but right now that's not the case. Sean Hill trying to throw the ball downfield. He's had some deep passes already. Two of them really deep. That last one to Cordell Patterson got them down here to the 35. And there's the delayed handoff. Peterson got about 8.
Spin move, not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Well, they should have confidence. It's Adrian Peterson. Come on. They're down in 2.
Trying to keep the
Don't want to commit too many guys
number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here on the blitz. And the field's wide open for Peterson. There was nobody at the line. Got blown up on that play. 72 yards already. Look at this. I mean, there's nobody there. Safety had to make the tackle.
It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him
Linebackers
down?
were gone.
Because the risk is if
Corners were out covering their guys. And another run for Peterson. He's going to bully his way down for the first down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this
and I mean, we just can't stop him right now.
All year long, you know they trust him with the football.
Well, we'll see what they want to call. McKinnon is in. Adrian Peterson to the sidelines here. Get him down. Got him. No gain on that one for Jerick McKinnon.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about
that was Glover Quinn, the safety, making the stop.
I had to fake my way through it when I was playing.
At the line.
I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being
we got
pushed
Peterson
for a pass.
back in now.
That allowed him to get up to
Line, the fullback in.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it.
And stopped at the 1. Not in the end zone yet. It's 3rd down and goal. Early in the game, if you feel, or if we can get a stop here, we'll probably force him to a field goal.
Really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll run
and stopped him.
On the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
And they're going to go for the field goal. Look at how close they were.
To try the field goal here. From the left
this is really a field goal. It's a fake.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw
And it's
it.
picked
And he
off.
fires one that's intercepted.
What?
Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it.
Who
down
threw
there,
the
try to fire
pass?
it in the end
Blair
zone,
Walsh?
and big-time deflation
Yeah.
on that play.
No doubt
Blair
about it.
Walsh,
They're
Nevin
moving and
Lawson
grooving
read
and
it,
getting into position,
came
and
in,
this is
made
not
the
ending that
interception,
they saw on this drive, is it?
and
They
we
had things going
stop
their
them
way.
at the
And
one. They
Detroit
go
getting
for the
set to
fake.
go now.
I kind of
And
half
that last drive
expected
so
it.
Successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
Wow.
That would be the number one thing you
And
would
just
think
like
of,
that,
but
we
so
got the
many
ball at
guys
the
now would
20
look at it and
in
say,
a
"We've
tie
got things
game.
set up so
That
well for play
long
action.
drive.
Now's the time to take a shot."
Yeah.
But you know, there was
We
a
just got
big-time
tore
twitch
up on
instead
that
of
drive,
having
but they
one
come
second.
away with
If
no
you throw the
points.
ball, if you put it in the air, three things can
Or set
happen.
for a couple.
Two of them are bad.
Is that what
He
he
would have
hates?
kept it on the ground.
Sharif Floyd makes the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, here's Stafford.
And there we go with Ebron.
It's a 10-yard
Long
pick
get out of
by
bounds.
Bruce Chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run with 4 set.
We're
And
set.
the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the
Had a
35
hole
to the
there.
36-yard line.
Couldn't
Give
get
him
through
3
it.
on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd
But a
and
decent
7.
gain on
Some of
1st
the
down,
most
3
unselfish
yards.
players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
We've been a
When
running
he can
team
make the
as of
play
late.
himself, as we just saw there, that's a big
Run not
day.
looking like it's going to be possible on this play.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
And there we go. We got Golden Tate still on his feet, but he falls down at the 42.
And just shy of the 40.
That crossing route is so effective when
Pretty
you
good
hit it
play
just
there.
right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
It was Newman that made the stop eventually. We almost slipped out of it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
In the first quarter that's been dominated by offense. That is for certain.
On the counter, it's 4 set.
And I
He'll
had
take this one
nowhere to
about
go.
the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the
Lucky we
defensive
didn't
side of
lose
the ball,
yardage on that
coming to a
play.
gain of 2, and that changes
Lot
the
of
playbook
pressure
a little
came
bit now for the
quickly.
guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action. Stafford.
Not where I wanted to get that to. But Marvin Jones, his first catch in his first game back.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass.
I had
and
an open
completing
guy
it.
even deeper downfield, but I kind of panicked. I knew I didn't have a whole ton of time.
On 1st down at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
And then there we go.
He's got
Corey
it
Fuller
wide open,
touchdown.
complete. And he takes this one in for a line.
Just like that, on a play that it looked like the Vikings had read pretty well. Corey Fuller outruns the secondary. Got bumped at the line and then outran Newman. Newman just didn't seem like he was running full speed.
And that's how they finish off a lot of
Corey
their big
Fuller
plays.
was,
Run
and we're
after
in the end zone again.
This time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
So
Now Prater
points
to end the
off
PAT.
of the 90, well, not a 99-yard drive, but an 80-yard
He's got it.
drive
It's now a 14-7 ball game.
off the interception in the end zone on the fake field goal on 4th down by the Vikings. Gave us field position at the 20, and away we went. 80 yards for the touchdown. And now Sean Hill, Adrian Peterson, they now have to play comeback. Stephon Diggs going to take it. Thought about a return, but he will stop in the end zone.
So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line.
There's those two guys again.
Works their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, "Don't do that again." What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Devin Taylor here on the other defensive end. We're getting much with Ziggy Ansah, and we blow that play up. We get Peterson behind the line.
But the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Well, look at that. I get away from Ziggy Ansah on the left defensive end, and he was in on the stop.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13.
Oh, man, Red Wings lost again.
Here we go. Green 39.
Here's Hill.
Oh, wide open Stephon Diggs.
And he's brought down.
Zone coverage.
18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Found a hole in the zone. Either that or somebody missed a read. I had to come back with Levy and make the tackle. Was lucky to trip him up by the feet there.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
40 seconds left in the first. In what has been an offensive quarter, that's for sure. It's been nuts. Devin Taylor, we missed a tackle with him. Peterson ran straight up the gut for the first down. And he's got 97 yards in the first quarter. And you know what's even scarier? Is that we have to play this team again.
So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Well, turn of events. It's been blow for blow early on, 14-7. The end of one.
This presentation of the on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
First down at our 48-yard line.
They run again on first down. Peterson.
Peterson cut back upfield in an attempt to spin out of a tackle. Didn't work.
It's another good run there.
It's over 100 yards now.
And we're still in the second quarter.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19.
Hill. It's complete to
Diggs.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So Stephon Diggs with a catch. Looked like Quandre Diggs
Try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him
with the
really
tackle.
move him a little bit towards the center of the field. So
Are they brothers? I don't know.
break to the out,
I got to do my research.
and make a catch.
Well, anyway, it's a first down for Minnesota. Neither team's been stopped yet. The only stop
Come out here in the eye.
came on 4th down.
Here's Peterson.
No punts in the first quarter.
He was able to shed the tackle.
Adrian Peterson for 3.
For the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play.
Crap. I think I still have Kyle Van Noy on this team.
Really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the block.
Gotta get him to New England.
Guy in the middle clean, so he can run to the football and make a tackle.
Yeah. Oh, missed the tackle. Levy, fumble. Come on, somebody get it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover.
How did Adrian Peterson get that ball back?
All I can say about this play is that someone's I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free.
What?
What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
See where it went.
Somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
In the air, on the ground. I have no idea how Adrian Peterson was able to get that, but it's 3rd and 3 regardless. Watch out for Peterson here, but I have a feeling they're going to pass. And my feeling was right. And he dropped it.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that,
and there we go, a 4th down from the 28, Stephon Diggs. The intended target, he dropped it.
Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, that guy I said I had to get rid of for realism, Kyle Van Noy, in on the tackle, and we'll see if Blair Walsh actually kicks this field goal.
45-yard attempt.
Last time they ran the fake, this from 45, but it's about straight down the middle. And it is good. A little to the left there.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's for sure.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away.
Well, here we go. Theo Riddick from the goal line.
And nice work
past the 30 to the 31.
Just past the
Not often we get past the 31. Kick returning is definitely not my specialty, so.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some
total yards in favor of the Vikings.
Last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Good job there. Sharif Floyd off the block. Got Justin Forsett.
Yeah, that wasn't a big
we had an opportunity to cut that back to the right and maybe get some decent yards, but Sharif Floyd off of the O-lineman and stops us. Makes it 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Oh, baby! Goal to Tate! Oh, I can't believe he got tackled.
Across the 40.
I don't know what he did. He cut back. And if he hadn't cut back, watch this, cut back like that, he wouldn't have gotten tackled. I didn't intentionally do that. I was trying to just run straight. He didn't want to.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Stafford here.
Marvin Jones to the 35. 7 for 7 for Stafford. And that's what we like to see.
Good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
Bring up 2nd and 5. Forsett is the running back here. We'll be giving it to him. Edge was blown up, so I had to go a little bit more straight up the middle than I wanted to.
So they ran against the 4-6 defense.
We don't
run against it. They tried to run it right up the gut.
Don't gain any yards.
Really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Had nowhere to go. I should have left the pocket a little bit earlier. I had a whole bunch of green grass, but I was still looking to throw the ball.
And it'll be 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique.
Right on the outside of field goal range.
As you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
I believe this is a domed stadium, so there shouldn't be any wind. It might be worth a look at see if Prater could get it. Game wants us to punt. I want to at least take a look and see if we can get a field goal here.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted.
This is going to be close. Off the up, or not even off the upright, off the crossbar. I thought I had it.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
And that's one of those ones that can go either 50-50. It can bounce in or away, and it bounced away this time.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got it.
So instead, we give the Vikings field position near midfield, right about at midfield.
Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Oh, we ran right over him. Adrian Peterson, one play touchdown.
End zone touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the game.
Well, missed tackles again.
And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And one play after the missed field goal attempt, Adrian Peterson's in the end zone.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
One play, 51 yards, 8 seconds. Adrian Peterson's going to break the single-game rushing record in this game. I mean, he's got 150 yards at least already.
And so we have the touchdown now.
2 touchdowns.
To kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, it tried to cut back. I don't know why it didn't. Ran straight into the tackle. All right, 17-14, down 3.
Again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything
There's
less.
total yards. Minnesota has
right now, his goal
250.
is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better.
Thought I was going to get that block on the player that was actually a threat to tackle. Blocker decided to block behind me. Or to my side, I guess it really was.
Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Uh-oh. They blew that up. And they all jumped. They were all right on that.
Now 3rd down. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with
and
the
Quan Bolden to the ground, 1st down. 8 of 8 for Stafford.
They can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it.
No, not what I wanted. Give me the original play.
They come out here in the eye. On 1st down.
And no blockers. Michael Burton was the only one even close.
loss of a yard.
Everyone else was blocking like I was running on a power to the outside of the line. I was going to the numbers.
Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
I don't call screens often. I don't know if I like the look of this. This has been our safety blanket today, this play.
Action. Stafford.
And first down of Bolden. Onto the Vikings side of the field. I mean, we're just torching their secondary right now. Might be worth it to pass a little bit more.
With some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Oh, what?
And that play will go nowhere.
I ran like sideline to sideline. I ran right into Chad Greenway. That's not where I was trying to run.
And I think if the running back even had time to notice if
another second down, or another first down play that goes backwards. Well, that and Eric Ebron just gave up on the block. Or didn't block well, I guess. We haven't really taken a shot yet. I don't know if this is the play to do it on, but we'll at least have an option if we can get Eric Ebron deep.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Complete to Jones.
There's Marvin Jones.
And he'll go down shy of
to the 41. We could probably make him field goal from here, an extra yard.
Like that, it's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully.
All right, here we go. Third down. Like I said, this is field goal range, probably.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
But it's not. We're not going to have to worry about it. Anquan Bolden gets the first down to the 34. I mean, we're finding somebody open every time.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And there we go with Forsett, one of his better runs in a while.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forsett.
And I can't outrun Chad Greenway. Those 30-year-old plus legs of Forsett.
Third down. And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position.
I don't really have a play that I really like here.
They moved him up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Dropped.
Incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended.
First incompletion of the day.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Prater's kick
Where's the flag? What's up?
But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Roughing the kicker.
And
we have a first down.
Inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You work so hard
What?
to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
New life late in the second half, or in the first half of the second quarter. What just happened?
Following the penalty, it's Forsett, and he'll fight his way
Forsett
down
for
right
2 more.
A gain of 3, second
If
down.
anything, they made
Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way
at least a missable field goal.
A lot of room to ramble for him.
An absolute chip shot.
All afternoon, didn't get a whole lot better there. A long drive
We
here. Play 12 coming
slip
for the
up a little
offense.
bit on the drop. That would have given us a first down. The Vikings give us a penalty.
On second down, here's Stafford.
And it's picked off. Are you serious?
Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there.
I knew it was close, but Marvin Jones never even tried to make a play on the ball.
Golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Like, he's trying to break towards the end zone before he has the ball, and that's what cost us. I mean, Xavier Rhodes made a play on the ball. Marvin Jones is thinking about running afterwards.
What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
There goes that goal. I wanted to have an interception-free game, and that's gone right out the window.
Guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready?
What was that spin?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there we go. 161 yards on 16 carries.
Second down following the run.
Potentially the last play before the 2-minute warning.
But they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Another tote for the workhorse.
Oh, come on. No, don't.
And he'll take this one up over the
I don't know how many times I didn't get the guy that I actually wanted on that play. It kept flipping me to somebody else.
So 2 minutes to go in a
Wanted somebody in the middle of the field that was going to be able to make a tackle. It was giving me somebody behind the play. So used to the way that player switching works, I don't know, when it doesn't do what I want it to do, it's like, what?
Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with
we have been held scoreless
first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
In this second quarter. 3rd down and 1 here, 2 minutes to go. We got an open guy.
Here's Hill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down.
I figured they'd be in the hurry up, but they're not here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Hill surveying the field.
And nearly picked off, I thought. It came back down. We had 2 guys over there, Quandre Diggs and Glover Quinn.
They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Minute 35 to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle.
Hill had to get rid of it faster than he wanted to.
He was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
We had pressure with Devin Taylor on the outside. Oh, crap.
Now flags will come in.
I was trying to audible.
Defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
Mm-hmm. Well. Yeah, 3-man front here.
Back to throw again. Finding time.
Oh, we have a guy right there!
Oh, thrown incomplete.
Jesus.
Peterson
like somebody's just right on his hip. Make a play.
So on 4th down, here's
oh my God!
To kick this one away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate.
You know what? I want to take a look at that. That looks so bizarre. All right, here's the ball. Let's see who gets here. Look at this. Look at this. Loading down is right there. Make the tackle, bud. He just follows him around. Never even tried.
Of the linebackers. Yeah,
well, here we go.
Stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they
oh no! Come on, end zone, end zone, end zone! Oh baby, that was close.
First down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down.
Well, a minute 15 to go, down 3 before halftime.
Their zone coverage. Figure out where the first down line was and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
We've had a pretty good first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Oh, what? That's a fumble? Are you serious?
Creeping up on a minute to
no way was that a fumble.
And they're going to hurry back to the line.
I want
now.
points, man.
To throw on second down is Stafford.
In the air?
No,
What?
he doesn't have it. Maybe some
What just
alligator arms there going
happened?
over the middle. Third down.
That was in the air forever.
Whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think
Did
that's
that
the way
get
it goes down.
tipped or what went? Look at this. It just went off his hands, and that ball threw 20 feet in the air. That was nuts. Well, I have a feeling we're going to get stuck punting the ball anyway. So let's just go for it and try to get some yards.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is
Marvin
caught.
Jones! No!
They'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, then it came free at the end. He didn't have it.
When the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit
Unless
of
he
panic
just
that
let it
emerges.
go.
You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50
No, yeah, it was
jump
broken
ball
up.
play. And guess what? They took a shot. How
Good
are you
play
gonna
there by
win it?
Rhodes.
In this case, they managed to get it done.
All right, well, we'll end up punting.
Now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
He might have a shot at a return here. What are you doing getting?
And it's fielded at the 34.
Ah,
Return there of 22 yards.
And then, of course, we let him have a good return.
Great field position, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head
Well,
to
not
the field
punting
now,
towards the
with
sideline might
game this close,
prove to be
you
a
gotta
big
feel there's a sense
mistake
of
there.
urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
We do get the ball to start the second half.
And affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen
Oh,
pass.
spin
It's
move.
complete. Nothing on that one.
Take
It'll
the
be
timeout,
second
no
down.
gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Second down and 10 from the 44. Outside a field goal range for Blair Walsh, for anybody.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing it at traffic
And
there.
that is...
Now,
I don't know who made the catch. They're down and 6 here from the 40.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
No
He's got
pressure,
time.
and he throws it
Just toss
away.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried and true
Well,
formula.
they're outside of field goal range. We'll
For as
see if
long
they
as we
want to
play
go
football.
for it here.
If someone's trying to throw the ball,
I
and
would
you
at
put
least
pressure
think
on them
about
to
it,
make
but the
it tough,
game
that's only
not
gonna help
always
your
as
defense.
realistic
Yeah,
as
he
you'd like.
sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but
Which is fine by me, because that means we're going to escape out of here, only down 3.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's
gonna be a
another
touchback.
boomer. And this one's out of bounds.
Oh,
Should be
wow.
inside the 10, I think.
No,
it is.
good punt
At
there
the
for
6
Fields
line.
at the 6. That looked like it was tracking out of bounds. But it comes back a little bit. I don't
Here's
know.
the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time.
All
on
right, so the
clock, probably
6-yard
just
line
sit
here.
And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
I will
Either
be.
side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, it is at the 6-yard line, so I don't really know about this knee. But hopefully they don't call a timeout. If they do, I mean, we'll just run another play.
And with time running short here,
There we
they'll
go.
simply take
So
a
they will
knee,
not
and that
call
should do it
timeout.
for
We're going to go to the
halftime.
locker room down 3,
All we want to do
17-14.
in this situation is get
Did
to the
not
locker
score
room and
in the
start making
second
adjustments
quarter.
to get ready for the second half.
So we've reached halftime.
Had a bad turnover on a really long drive that they had extended on a penalty, a roughing the kicker penalty. And it turns out we should have just taken the 3.
Welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings have struggled with turnovers, so they have to feel lucky they're still in a close game. The Lions, though, haven't taken full advantage of the turnovers, as we've still got a close game here after 2. All right, let's get straight to it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna outrush Adrian Peterson today.
Now 1st and 10, Peterson gets into the clear, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Early in quarter 1, Forset's going to head outside to the right. He ended up picking up 47 yards on the play. Lions now later on the drive. Riddick's going to cruise off the right side, and he'll take this 4 yards for the score. We're tied back up at 7. Offense out now following the interception. Stafford's going to complete the pass from the gun, and that goes as a 26-yard touchdown. Lions is up now by 7. Vikings with the ball midway through the second. Peterson's going to break free after a stiff arm, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
All right, here we go.
Teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be
Riddick
at the 1.
to return it. Broke free of the first tackle and gets to the 26. 27 yards on the return.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
I think we leaned a little bit too much on the pass in the second quarter. We got to establish that run again. We had a good play by Forsett to open the game, but other than that, not much on the ground. Total yards closed up a little bit, but we still trail in that. Rushing yards, we're not gonna. Oh! Tried to juke around the safety there, didn't work.
We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Stafford.
Ebron dropped it. Drop number 2 for Eric Ebron. Are you serious?
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and get it with Forsett.
And they do.
Have a first down as they get him to the ground at
Jesus.
the 37.
Make the catch.
Time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, what? Thought I had the blocks. Where did Laken Tomlinson go? Got to go block a guy that I had already ran past.
And get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
Well, I guess it wants us to run the ball.
See if they stay on the ground.
How many good pass plays in the suggestions there? Nothing.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Had nowhere to go on that.
Carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
We're passing the ball so well to start the game.
Now it's Stafford.
And I get hit.
He releases it.
We had completed our first 11 and haven't completed a pass since.
Couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there. That's winning football.
That's 6 straight incomplete. Ridiculous.
On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
A little bit off on the accuracy, and it's going to pay. Oh, what a bounce!
Angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
What a punt. What?
It's the
That
Vikings'
bounce
turn on
was
offense. We get ready for
insane.
their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Well, here we go. You know who's getting it.
Show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground.
3 yards on first down.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule.
Make tackles, please. There we go.
This run's not going to go anywhere.
Haloti Nada on the stop. It's a passing down for sure for Sean Hill.
Say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff.
Devin Taylor nearly made a good play. Incomplete with Sean Hill. And we are going to force a 3 and out for Minnesota.
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Golden Tate sitting somewhere near midfield. Looking to return this punt, and we're going to have a chance to return here. For sure, we're going to have great field position if we can get a good return here.
Slips past him.
And to the 40.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And a big-time return for Golden Tate.
Take over 1st and 10.
And we have good field position here. And we're just outside of field goal range. In reality, we're probably in field goal range.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that
we missed on a field goal when the ball was placed on the 42.
The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right.
And Anquan Bolden put that ball right where it needed to be. Down to the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Beautiful ball. Waynes had no chance to make a play on it. If he did, wouldn't have been able to make the tackle.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
First completion in a while.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Incompletion there isn't the worst thing in the world.
Too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
This play's been big for us. Going to have to watch that blitz on the outside.
Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right.
Come back! No! The defense read it better than our guys did.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you
Look at
actually equipment.
I mean, their guy made a break on the ball, and our guy never even moved. Never left his route.
That's part of your job.
Anquan Bolden just sat there.
Take the ball away from the other team.
Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on
And we waste good field position, and Vikings mistakes again.
What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage.
Oh, make stops. Should have had him at the line. Instead, he gains 5.
Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. they were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in. Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive.
Make stops, please. There we go. Let me slow him down. And then it looked like Nada and Tavon Wilson were in their secondary.
But also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's preparing.
Absolutely. Hill.
Oh.
He's got Treadwell. And he's able to get the first before he's
Third down and 4. You expect the run, especially in that bunch formation. They throw it and get the first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Adrian Peterson's been pretty quiet on this drive. Expect it not to stay that way.
Play fake here on first down.
Oh, go for the pick, man. Don't just bat it to the ground. There was nobody near you.
Guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Single. 17-14, 8:31 to go in the third.
Here's Hill.
Wide open, Ellison.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. All right, so what do you make of these numbers here? Back-to-back games where he's really, really struggling.
Well, I go back to our meeting with the head coach, and you asked him about
third down and 5.
And whether you thought he'd come out
Game plan's cover 2. This is a good situation for it.
Wasn't real confident about what he would see. He was
Peterson to the backfield, 3 wide, 1 tight.
Me a little bit if I'm a player, if I had actually heard that. But as a broadcaster, listen to the head coach.
And it's picked off to here, Whitehead. I was just getting on him for not getting the interception on the last one that he batted down. But this one's thrown right to him, and an interception by Sean Hill.
The thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making
tried to get it to Ellison to hear Whitehead cut the route off.
Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And
then now, turnovers, 2 aside. 2 picks. Well, 2 picks for Stafford, 1 pick and 1 fumble.
The football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture. And that was not
we got some of those rushing yards that
he didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
Our goals wanted us to get.
Now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Oh, come on, Forsett, get there! Not quite.
So from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now.
Forsett, first down to the 31.
For the first. 7 yards there.
Really feel like we need something good to happen from this possession.
You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get
it's been a long time since we've found points.
But they didn't allow that to happen.
And Forsett is going to go to the end zone. Touchdown.
Detroit.
Just what I said. We need some points. Forsett got the blocks. And once that block right there, 20 yards away from the end zone, that's what did it.
But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have
blocking the safety.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
And we're going to take a 4-point lead.
It's up and good.
21-17. First point since the first quarter.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be
Stephon
taken in the
Diggs.
end zone. And no run back here. This will be
Will
a
take it in the
touchback, and
end
comes
zone,
out to the
takes the knee.
25-yard
6:03 to go in the
line.
third.
A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys
Remember
out
that,
a little
guys?
bit,
Yeah.
right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together
We
an
actually
entire
lead in
team
total
game
yardage,
by how they're playing on defense.
which is
The
kind
interception the last
of
drive,
crazy to
what
think
will
about.
happen here? They go back to the air here after the INT.
Oh, right down the middle is Ellison.
And he takes
Nobody
it all the way
near
down
him.
to the 32. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
There will always be a place.
I'm feeling like Brandon Gardner right now.
Ball downfield. When you
43
can pick up the big
yards.
chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
No, I really wish these guys were a real commentary crew for the NFL. I mean, I know Charles Davis does NFL games with Fox.
Set up to throw.
Watch Peterson. He's wide open. Wrap him up. And we do just that. Hill's got the completion. It'll be 3rd down and 2. I saw Peterson slip out. I figured that's where he went. Was going to go with a ball. I'm just kind of wondering why he didn't do it sooner. And he spun for the first down. Adrian Peterson.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not
What?
necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run again with Peterson.
Oh, Peterson had it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
No
anywhere.
yards, actually went backwards.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
So we got 4 wide here. And they hand it to Peterson. Didn't get much.
Give him 3 yards on the
A
run
good job
there.
off
It
the
still
edge
leaves
to
them
make
with a
that play.
difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground.
At
the entire
least
game. And
field goal
while that
range
wasn't a
for
huge one,
Minnesota.
That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, 1st down and more. McKinnon to the 5.
Spin move we saw gives him the 1st down yardage.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
All right, well, now we got to keep him out of the end zone. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd, and they got weapons down here. Diggs, you got to watch out for Adrian Peterson. And kept out at the 1. That's Ellison.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
Is stopped at the 1.
I would have a really difficult time.
Of course, you got to watch out for Peterson now.
Fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the day for Adrian Peterson. Has been the guy for the Vikings thus far. Just kind of tearing us apart.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore.
Extra point is good. It's 24-21. Setting up to be an exciting end to this game.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And not a bad
Got
return
to the 25.
25-yard line.
From a yard deep in the end zone.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the
Forsett, good run on first down to the 31. Got 6.
What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out.
Kind of run some clock off here, get the ball,
on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
and get the game into the fourth quarter.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I had the first down. Why did I cut back? I didn't want to get hit.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and
About a full yard. Almost a full yard.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
And Michael Burton. He's our guy on 3rd down and 4th down.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that will be the final play of the 3rd. A touchdown for both sides in the 3rd.
So both teams
and the score is 24-21. We're down 3 with 15 to go.
More after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to
we jump into the 4th quarter here. Well, let me tell you, that Sunday Night Football game tonight, Broncos-Raiders, it's going to be a good game. I'm feeling a good game. Sometimes those primetime games leave a little bit to be desired, but I think that's going to be a good game tonight. You got 2 good teams. I'm feeling the Raiders, though.
Pistol look here. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Over the middle. Good comeback there by Newman.
But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game.
I don't have anywhere to run.
Well, attacking the football.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Just like that.
A game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And Bolden makes the catch near the 50.
Pick up a 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it.
Only one safety back there.
And picked it up.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time.
Just trying to go along the outside. That's where the one-on-one was. Lucky to just get that ball away. No reason not to mix in the run. So no runs in the suggestion. This is the only one. But they're playing the run.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
Ebron. No gain.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Man, we were doing so good. We were like 11 of 11. Now we're 14 of 24.
Great tackling, because that's
Second half has not been there for us passing-wise.
And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball.
Ebron dropped it. Third of the game.
Normally he's pretty reliable.
Near him.
On that play, he simply dropped it.
Oh, that's a big drop. Look at this. You've got to be kidding me.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Detroit.
Yeah. Just missed that a little bit. Still looking like a good one, though, at the 2. There we go.
They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
League's best punter right there, Sam Martin.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've
Take a
got to be
chance
confident
here.
about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
6 yards
no
for
good plays by the
Peterson on
defense.
first down. I'm actually going to give him 5.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hill. He's going to lead this for his running back.
Peterson played it well. No gain.
To the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety.
Third down and 4.
Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Devin Taylor came around the edge, forced the pressure, and it's going to force a punt.
But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency.
I'll tell you what, Sean Hill's been doing a good job of getting the ball away. He hasn't sat around and taken sacks. I mean, he's not an inexperienced quarterback. That's for sure. He's been in the league a long time. And here we go with Tate. Good opportunity for a return again.
Nice job,
but they did a good job covering.
On the return.
Couldn't break it the other way. Had some unblocked guys there. Had some unblocked guys everywhere. So we'll take our field position near midfield at the 47. And see if we can get back in the end zone.
When you're punting the football away, it doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
No run option.
Didn't turn it over. Right?
I'm not throwing this ball deep yet.
Because you're punting the ball away,
but they're playing the run for whatever reason.
After a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left.
Flag down. It's going to be a hold.
Over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Holding offense.
Yep. Travis Swanson, the center.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Not sure what that was all about.
They go play action here on first down.
Ebron. Big catch.
Get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll
really threaded the needle there.
That completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the 50 at Stafford.
Holding again.
Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Haven't had a flag all day.
Holding offense.
And now 2 on Travis Swanson. Get you out of the game, man. You're killing me right now. Give me Graham Glasgow, please. Give me the Wolverine. Jesus.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Oh, what are you?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Thought he was on a post route.
Just a few times on offense, get a couple
Supposed to
of
cut
first
to the
downs,
inside.
and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something
Jesus
to
Christ.
build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That boy's got four down. Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time.
They've had outstanding pass protection today.
Complete.
Bully, are you serious?
Inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10.
He just
for the
pushed us
offensive group.
10 yards.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football.
No, make tackles,
And he's going
please.
to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter,
You
they can keep
gotta
the ball
make
on the ground, I'm sure.
tackles.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense.
Especially when you got the guy wrapped up in the backfield.
We're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Incomplete pass on second
Big third
down.
down
Let's see
here.
what the offense draws up here on third.
If we can get Sean Hill sacked here, got a chance at forcing them out of field goal range.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look
gonna be
deep
incomplete.
down the field, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it
Well,
away,
you
and
still
that
think
brings
it's
up
questionable
fourth down.
field goal
So on
range here
fourth
for Blair
down,
Walsh.
Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Oh, what I had the
This one is
block.
right down Broadway.
He slowed down when he went in the air.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's
So
gonna
much
be
speed
enough.
off the edge.
You've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Well, we're still in this.
So here
Still a
come the
one-score
Lions
game.
now.
Touchdown
And
gives us a
following the
1-point
interception,
lead.
We'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making
Gotta
the fewest
cut down on the
mistakes will win.
mistakes. I mean,
What
the,
they're hoping
the
is
last
that
two have been on
mistake
me. The
is
first
their
one was
only
just
one
kind
of
of
the
a
game.
fluke.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
I don't have a run
They come out
option.
5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception.
I don't
He'll look to
have
throw.
anybody.
And he takes a shot on the release.
Nobody's open.
He was
I
trying to
have
find
5
Justin
receivers.
Forsett that
Everyone's
time.
covered, and I
That's
don't
second
even have
down.
anybody to throw it underneath to. Justin Forsett got stuck in the line.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford
God,
throwing middle, but
I
it's
don't
incomplete.
have any time. Everyone's covered.
There's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Everyone's covered again. Ebron, first down. That's got to be a first down.
34, good enough for the first.
There we go.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time.
We got
It produces
exactly
a
what
new
we needed there on
down.
3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a better
Anything
game
short
for
of that
running
wouldn't have
football.
been-
So what you gotta
wouldn't
do,
have
you
been
gotta
good
cut down
enough.
Focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there.
Yeah,
He hits the
run,
reliable
please.
target.
And they've covered it well, of course. Even that one, we're running it anyway. I'm not throwing the ball every possession. Here in the fourth quarter, and
one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old
I hate to go for the same play on third down
it,
2 times in a row, but I don't have any other plays.
One tight end. Stafford. And this one complete to
Andre Roberts fumbled it.
Big gain, but a fumble.
But we got it back. Oh my goodness.
That could have been trouble.
Who got that back?
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is this is
Wow.
our chance to make a huge play. Instead,
Why are there no run suggestions? It's not like it's...
Fumbles. There's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Well, apparently it thinks I have the green light to run.
Out of the pistol for Sad. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Stafford.
What?
Not get the connection there. It's incomplete. That one intended for
Our completion percentage has gone down the toilet in the second half. We had such a good first half throwing the ball, and it went straight to hell. Well, third and 7.
On the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Ebron, he's short.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Oh, big play here.
This is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Michael Burton. I think he got it.
To the 32, good enough for a first down.
Started to run a little bit laterally there, and I'm like, oh boy.
This year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
It's a big call there. Pays off.
Fresh set of downs.
Getting down under 6 to play. Inside field goal range, but we're not looking for 3.
Back to throw, Stafford.
And wide open is Ebron. He might have the pylon. Out at the 1.
Coaches really don't care from what position.
There was nobody in front of Eric Ebron right there. Didn't have a lot of speed there. I don't know if he's fatigued or what. Tried to dive for it, reached the ball out, but didn't quite get it, I don't think. Nope. Looks like a good spot. Should be inside the 1. We'll see where they put it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get
right
off the field.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Pitch to the outside, no doubt about it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Forsett.
Tie game at 27. Extra point away from a 1-point lead.
The extra point, the Lions will have the lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point is good. It's 28-27. 5 minutes to go. And the Vikings will get the ball back here. Oh, boy.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
I goofed on the kick.
Taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
But all things considered, it's taken it to 34. It could have been way worse. I really goofed up that kick.
Take the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod.
Whoa, no. We're going in friggin' prevent. Where are they going?
It's just their first. They'll be
it's
down to
3 men deep.
We step aside here in the fourth quarter.
That was a bizarre play. Let's not call that again, shall we? Give up free yards. 5 minutes to go. We shouldn't have to worry about Adrian Peterson too much. And it's picked off! Ha-ha! Kyle Van Noy!
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard
Shouldn't even be on the team anymore. But he gets an interception inside 5 to go. Intended for Laquan Treadwell.
Shift now to the Vikings defense. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down.
All right, well now we got to be smart. It's a 1-point game.
Or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown.
Forsett, good run on first down. Gets
and fight it out. Reset buttons.
6, it looks like.
There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. 2nd down and 4.
Gonna be comfortable keeping the ball on the ground here. That's for sure.
They'll run it now.
Baby. Forsett didn't get there.
Here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually...
48-yard line.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
And Marvin Jones, big catch to the 41 and a first down. And as long as we don't go backwards here, a couple more yards, we should be able to get a field goal over the upright and make it a little bit more comfortable.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give it to Forsett.
Riley Reef, good block. Can't get too much farther upfield. We'll stop at the 35.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside Prater's field goal range.
Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime.
3 minutes to go now.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Lots of guys in the box, but we are not going to be passing. Forsett going to make it about 3rd and 1.
Still a couple yards short.
3rd and 2, they're going to call it.
Gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Run the play clock down. I don't think we have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. The play clock and the game clock are almost in sync. They are in sync.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Fullback handoff. Michael Burton, first down. And now it'll be time for timeouts for Minnesota.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first
inside 2 to go, 28-27. And all we got to do is
so they pick up the first down after
get another first down, and this game will be over. Forsett, good run on first down. It's going to make it 2nd and 2 already. First timeout taken by Mike Zimmer. Vikings need a stop here on 2nd and 2 to keep their hopes alive in this game. They'll be running straight up the gut this time. Not a call I really like. And there's a timeout by Minnesota. 3rd down and 3. What's more valuable, a first down or the Vikings burning that last timeout? Well, it's 3rd and 3. It's not really the area I usually use Michael Burton.
It's 3rd and 3.
But it's a full 3 yards here. And first down, Michael Burton, so close. They called timeout, and we got a first down, and that's going to put this game on ice.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All it takes is a couple of kneel downs now. If I can find the play, there we go. First down from the 17, up by 1.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, we're going to miss out on that goal for Matthew Stafford. They wanted us to get 10 yards with him. These kneel downs are going to hurt our chances to do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure we just took ourselves out of getting that goal. We're 7 and 2 heading into the bye.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. They'll lose a yard.
Like I said, I'll be doing a little bit of extra Madden content in the bye week. Try to get player franchise back up and going. It's been a while since I've done a video on that. Building the Browns. Just started the Brooklyn Beats series yesterday with the Tennessee Titans relocation. So we'll be doing that. If there's anything else I think of in the next coming weeks, we'll do that as well. And that'll be the final play of this one. 28-27 is going to be the final. We don't need to kick the field goal. The time will run out beforehand. 7 and 2 pushes the Vikings back to 5 and 3. Like I said, heading into the bye here in Week 10 now. Week 9 this game. Week 10 next week. Turned into a pretty close game. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. Much high-scoring than this.
Finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
Sean Hill's pretty pumped up for being a loser here today. We don't beat the former Lion too bad. Couple of touchdowns in the second half. It turned into a defensive game. I mean, it really did. The first quarter, it was what, 14-7, 14-10? And some defense showed up finally. We ended up holding Adrian Peterson in check in the second half. He really had a great game.
Of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we actually made rushing yards pretty close. Look at that. I thought for sure we were not going to be anywhere close in total rushing yards in the team total stat. But we will take a look at some stats here. Not what I wanted from Stafford. He ends up with 286 yards. Only the 1 touchdown pass, 3 interceptions. Sean Hill, 0 touchdowns, 190 yards, 2 picks. And then Blair Walsh threw an interception as well on a fake field goal. Rushing totals, you know who's going to be leading this. It's Adrian Peterson, AD, with 192 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did fumble once, but he got that one back. Justin Forsett had 149. All of a sudden, 47 of them came on one play. He rushed 33 times in this game, 2 touchdowns as well. Michael Burton was big for us in the fourth quarter. We didn't rush with him up until the fourth quarter, and we sent him up the middle 4 times on the fullback dive. Theo Riddick had a couple of carries for 8 yards. Matthew Stafford, 6 carries. Got sacked couple times, so that's where those carries came from. But 7 total yards for Matthew Stafford. Jerick McKinnon had 1 carry that did not go anywhere. Receiving-wise, not going to be too crazy. Rhett Ellison, the tight end, felt like I was saying his name a lot. Had pretty good game, 74 yards on 6 completions. Eric Ebron had 6 catches for 70 yards. Anquan Bolden, 5 for 68. Marvin Jones had 4 for 34 yards in his return. And then Corey Fuller, he had a touchdown in the game, the lone passing touchdown all game. And this stat pretty big. Nobody else had a drop, but Eric Ebron had 2 of them. I thought he even had 3. I guess they didn't count one as a drop. Blocking, who cares? Defensive, we didn't get that many sacks, if we even got any. We didn't. Look at that. Brian Robison, I'm going to say, probably. He had 2 sacks. Those were the only sacks of the game defensively. We just couldn't get any pressure on Sean Hill. The offensive line played really well for Minnesota, and Sean Hill did a good job of getting the ball out quickly. Interceptions, Xavier Rhodes had 2. Kyle Van Noy, a big one late to seal the game for us. Tahir Whitehead had 1. Eric Hendricks, Nevin Lawson was the one that picked up the interception in the end zone on the fake field goal. And then Blair Walsh, kicking-wise, had 2 kicks, 2 attempts. They were both good. 51 was his long. 3 of 3 on extra points. Matt Prater was 4 of 4. And punting-wise, another good day for Sam Martin. He had 3 punts for 163 yards. Where was his long? We get a long? Yeah, 59-yard punt. Brandon Fields had a 69-yard punt that pinned us back pretty deep. Michigan State, huh? And then kick return. Not going to be too crazy. Theo Riddick returned 5 kicks for 134 yards. Golden Tate and Stephon Diggs, each 1 for 21 yards. Punt return, Cordell Patterson had a pretty good return of 22 yards on his lone punt return, and Golden Tate had 2 for 37. So that'll do it for the stats in this one, and that'll do it for Week 9 in the NFL. We sneak one out, 28-27 in a close game at the Minnesota Vikings. Bye week coming up next week. We'll be back in action 2 weeks from now, 2 Sundays from now, with some more Madden NFL 17 franchise mode. So thanks for watching, and see everybody next time.